These two uppers are set up nearly identically. The top is 5.56 and the bottom is 300 blackout. Since they both have 13.5-inch NSR handguards, it was very easy for me to make a comparison between the new BCM Gunfighter short vertical grip and the RVG grip from Magpul. And that's what's coming up next on Twang and Bang. The BCM Gunfighter short vertical foregrip is designed for people who use these as hand stops versus a full-on grip. It has the exact same spring-loaded mounting system as the standard vertical foregrip and the same 5-degree angle. This angle is designed to relieve pressure on the wrist without being as extreme as the angled foregrip from Magpul. The Gunfighter vertical grip has the same exact storage system used on the Gunfighter pistol grips. Its end cap is hinged so you won't lose it, and it's made of rubber to reduce rattling and improve water resistance. The base on the Gunfighter is thicker and more rounded than the RVG. I found this makes a better transition for my hand between the rail and the grip. The Gunfighter also indexes on 3 slots on the rail versus 2 for the RVG. Though the side texturing is similar, the ribs on the Gunfighter go up much higher, meaning that they actually do some good for people who shoot like I do. The Gunfighter takes up an entire 5-slot key mod rail. What I like about this is you don't have sharp rail sticking out from underneath the vertical foregrip digging into your hand as it makes its transition from the rail to the grip. That does mean you have to factor in the price of a 5-slot key mod rail section if you're using a key mod rail like I like to do. The crossbolt on the Gunfighter is reversible, and it's also designed to allow you to use a coin in the place of a screwdriver if you don't happen to have a toolkit with you when you want to move it. According to promotional videos, a pro version is also planned with the lever quick detach system. I've been using this RVG on this upper for about 18 months. The RVG comes with its own low profile rail section that you can actually mount on a key mod system as you see here. Because the nuts aren't captured on the hardware, it's actually a little bit of a pain to do. But I found mounting an RVG to a key mod rail section actually left a lot of rail exposed, making for a lumpy transition from the NSR to the grip. Though this rail section was free, it's not nearly as convenient as an actual key mod rail section and the Gunfighter grip combined. Because the RVG tapers down at the base, it actually has the effect of being an angled forward grip. Though the taper isn't enough to be uncomfortable, I was looking forward to trying the 5-degree rearward slant of the Gunfighter grip. I was also looking forward to the Gunfighter's shorter length because you can see here there's a lot of the RVG length that I don't actually use. And that 5-degree angle on the Gunfighter does feel pretty good. You can see that my fingers aren't quite as squished in that transition area. In fact, the only thing that I noticed about the 5-degree bend is that I had a little bit more room in that transition area for my fingers. It still feels like a vertical foregrip. It doesn't feel like an angled foregrip at all. Of course, you can run the Gunfighter angled forward, and it felt a lot like running the RVG does to me. I guess some people might prefer the grip angled this way, but I flipped it around and I'm going to continue to run it with the 5 degrees angled backwards. Out of all the vertical foregrips that I've tried so far, I think this is my favorite. But it's an incremental improvement over the RVG for me, and that's why I don't think I'm going to be swapping out my RVGs on my other uppers to this. If I didn't have RVGs already, this is what I would be getting. It's got just the right dimensions for a shooter of my style, and it has a really good transition from a key mod rail, from a regular rail, so it feels very comfortable in my hand. Of course, my dream vertical foregrip, which is shared by a lot of people, would be a direct attach key mod grip, and hopefully Bravo Company is working on something like that since they're coming out with a key mod rail. But if you want to learn more about this vertical foregrip from Bravo Company, be sure to click the link in the video description below. If you like this video, please take the time to log into YouTube and click the like button. Now more than ever, YouTube needs to know that you like firearms-oriented programming. Be sure to click right here to subscribe so you can catch my next videos on bows, guns, and other cool stuff. I really appreciate you watching Twang and Bang, and I hope to see you next time.